This is a video about how to bounce back after you fail the bar exam. It's extremely common to fail the bar exam. I've seen graduates of Yale fail the California bar exam 5 or more times. An individual. I've seen people from Harvard fail multiple times in California and New York. I've seen people from Stanford fail multiple times. It's very common to fail the bar exam. It's not something that people are prepared for necessarily, but it happens to a lot of people. Well, I think what happens is the bar exam is very practical in nature. So unlike taking the LSAT, for example, which can test intelligence, the bar exam is not really an intelligence test. It's also not something necessarily that tests your ability to practice law. What it tests is your ability to take the bar exam. And the bar exam has a whole bunch of different rules and so forth that kind of go into it in terms of the writing style, in terms of how to eliminate questions that don't work. And it's a different thinking process than a lot of people have ever been exposed to. So the people I think that fail the most often, a lot of times are the smartest because they're almost like horses that need to be broken in. And the horses with the most energy are the most difficult to break in. And everybody needs to be kind of broken in and learn the thinking style that goes into being good at the bar exam. So I would say that, honestly, the people that fail the bar exam the most are sometimes the smartest people that don't take it seriously enough. Well, the first thing someone should do after failing the bar exam is just deal with your shame and then move on, because anyone can fail the bar exam. So the next time you take it, you just need to work harder, study as much as you possibly can, and prove your worth, and after you do that, you should be fine. After you pass the bar exam, everyone forgets about it. So it's always news if you're in a law firm and 10 people pass and 2 didn't, and then those people are the only ones that didn't pass. That's always going to be news. But at the same time, people always forget. And it's not going to be an issue after time goes by. Just take the bar exam again. It always comes up every 6 months. That gives you plenty of time to study. And don't under any circumstances give up. That's the dumbest thing you can do, is give up. And the other thing is you need to work much harder the next time. You need to study more, you need to challenge yourself, because exam measures your ability to memorize and regurgitate kind of general principles of the law, write using logic, reason, and the rules of law to support arguments. Anybody that passes law school can pass the bar exam. You just need to kind of study more the next time. You really should make sure that you take the best classes you possibly can. There's always going to be brand names for the bar exam. So taking an established class is going to be your best bet, because established classes typically will have more thought that goes into writing the essay questions. They'll have more resources and more money to give you a better class. Yeah, a tutor, it can be a good idea for some people. A tutor can provide you emotional support and motivation and help you be more accountable. A tutor can also help you zero in your weaknesses and fix your mistakes. A lot of times people will have made errors in certain aspects of the bar exam, and the tutor can help you with that. Unfortunately, when people don't pass, a lot of people have mental breakdowns. They become very upset. They feel like maybe they should never have gone to law school, maybe they shouldn't be an attorney. And some very famous lawyers, whether Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, Supreme Court justices, lots of people have failed the bar exam and gone on to be great attorneys. So it's not something that you did wrong necessarily, other than not study right. And it's just one other thing that you can master. And a lot of times the people that fail the first time, I've heard of people being asked, even second time, being asked to be graders in the bar exam after they pass, because their bar exams are that strong when they do it the next time after learning. The biggest thing is to concentrate. You can encourage yourself by concentrating on the reward and sense of pride you'll get after you pass. A bar license is basically a license to do business as an attorney, to charge people hundreds of dollars for that work. So when you get discouraged, just look towards the future as a motivation. The most important thing you can do is really figure out what you did wrong the last time. You want to examine your results, focus on the mistakes you made, and choose the best action to correct them. And this might mean studying more for the essay portion, the multiple choice. It could mean a bunch of things, but ideally what you need to understand is that there was something you were doing wrong the last time, and you need to do whatever you can to fix that. Sure, yeah. You can get extra time if you have severe anxiety or other disorders. Sometimes you can get a prescription for different types of drugs and so forth for that to help you deal with anxiety. I'm not recommending anything in particular, but I think you can. But the other thing too is some people may be learning disabled, they may have other learning things that make it difficult for them, so they can definitely get extra time. Because the bar exam is not something that tests your ability to write in highfalutin prose or use big words. It's basically to connect in very simple concepts, not very simple, but fairly simple concepts, and regurgitate them in a way that makes sense applied to different VACs. And that's it. So you just need to focus on that. If you start thinking into the information too much, then you're probably not understanding how direct and simple it in fact is. Just remember to maintain your composure, and remember that if you failed the bar exam, it's a sign that you probably just weren't prepared, and study harder the next time.